Blender, babe, build it animated. Oh.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for over a year, but I thought I'd jump back with some more Blender Lego tutorials and maybe catch up on where I left you guys off last year. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to talk us through a walk cycle. I'm going to talk through quite slowly so it's easy to follow. And I'm also going to point out things that I found difficult when I was trying to follow a Blender tutorial. So hopefully I'll be able to make this as simple as possible. I have dyslexia, so a lot of the times I miss things, so that's why I need to make things simple for myself. And I thought maybe I will come on and help if anyone else is struggling. So let's get right into it. Get onto the dope sheet. Actually, first go to your timeline, press this button so we can record the keyframes. If you don't have it on, you'll have to press I. So let's go onto the dope sheet and make sure to start with frame 1 like this. You're gonna have this back foot, so the right foot back and the left foot forwards, and have them so that one where it looks like the bottom of the right foot, is hitting the heel of the left foot. So we're going to be using the hip and the feet. So I would put a keyframe in, press I over here, and then put a keyframe in. And we're going to jump forwards 4 frames. We're going to hit the hip, and you're going to press G and Y, and you're just going to go forwards half a step. So it will look like this. I like to do G and Y because you have control of where it goes, whereas if you're just pressing G, it can go and do all of this stuff and you don't really have a lock on it. So you can do what you want. You can also use the move, and you can do it like this as well, but I like to do it this way. Go back 1 frame, so we're on 3. Do a keyframe here for the right foot and press I. This is the only time when you have to press I for inserting a keyframe, is when the foot hasn't moved, so it's in the same position as it was here. The only reason why it looks like it's moved is because we've moved a hip here. Go forward 7 frames. 7. So we're on frame 10. Kick this foot forwards, so where it's just the heel is on top of the left foot. Okay, now you want to go and do a keyframe for your hip as well. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're on frame 17. And we press G and Y. And he moves forwards like that. Voila. Right now, yes, you've got it. You go back and you put a keyframe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're now on frame 23. Press G, kick the foot forwards, and it's on top of the right foot's toe. And like that, and then remember, put a keyframe for the hip. So like that, we have a step. I'm going to do one more step, so this one goes forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We move the hip. You got it. And there we go. He's going forwards. Wonderful. So he's going forwards. And now you're probably wondering, you can do this for eternity, but if you want him to go all the way over here, this is going to be really long to keep going. Back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, forwards. Unless you like repetitive stuff, I can see how this could be therapeutic, but not when you've got things to do. So what we're gonna do is see how this this foot is they're just in the middle of the walk. So we're just gonna move the hips back a little bit. Oops. We're going to move this foot back a little bit. And I think it is now similar to that. And that's important because when you're going forwards and you're copying and pasting, you want everything to look exactly the same, so the cycle is the same. That's only if you're copying and pasting. If you're doing your own walk cycle from without doing this method, it doesn't really matter. But for this particular instance, it does. And then we're going to do exactly the same. And we're going to shift D and move this here. Like this. And then we go back to 59. Shift D. There we go. And then let's do it one more for good luck. And we go to 88. Okay. So now he is moving really well and it looks perfect in my opinion. But he's still moving back to the center. He's not progressing across the floor. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna teach you two methods. The first method is this one. Go to frame 29. Oops. If we go on frame 29, we go to the cursor, we put the cursor right here in between the toe and the foot and the heel. And we go forwards to frame 30, get the select box, get onto press the bone, G and Y, and then go forwards where it was roughly the other one. So now if you see, it's gonna slide. You're gonna be like, well, that's not what I wanted. There's two ways in doing that. You can firstly do copy. You can copy this, copy, and then paste it here so that it moves like this. You can do that. You can select both, press T and do constant, so you've got less keyframes, and it's a cleaner look in my opinion. I'll do it again for you guys to see. So go to frame 58, move the cursor, put it in between them, go forwards, G and Y, it's my favorite, put it there. But you still need to make sure that it kind of like is correct, and you might get it wrong. So if you have Blender 4.1, what you can do is an even easier way of doing this. If you've already got the Epic Rig Fig, this only works with the older versions of Blender, and I've tried it and there's not an update yet. So when we get to frame 87, what you can just do is reset master bone, and it will just reset the bone for you exactly where it is, and you don't have to guess where it's going. And then you can even go onto frame 116, reset the master bone, and there you have it. You just have a very clean walk cycle, and he's walking across quite well. Now if you want to change the arms, and you can just do the exact same method of like copying and pasting. So we have the arms here, so we'll start with frame 1, and you want this arm to be forwards, this arm to be forwards, and the other arm to be backwards. Also, if you have a mouse, you can press, I have a mouse and I've got with the little scroll in the middle, you can press down the scroll and it will move around like this. You can also press shift to move backwards and forwards. If you don't have a mouse and you just have the pad on the computer, you can do the same with pressing control. It will zoom in and out. And then if you press shift and then you just swipe with your fingers, you don't click. So that's in case you guys wanted to know that. So we're gonna get the arm, then we're gonna, I always have trouble with this one because of my left and right. So now we have the start frame, which is like this. And when he goes forwards, we want it to change. So what we'll do is change this arm to go back. There is a paste and flip, but it never works with me. So now we have the arm movement like so. And what we can do is grab both the arms like so. Just grab both of them. So it's got the left and right. That's how you know. So grab the two arms, Shift and D, and then we'll go back here. This is why the copy and paste doesn't work. Like, I forget that, and now we can just do that. Go forwards when the feet change. And you want to go when the feet change so that it will be already. So around 12, if you go around 12 frames, you can go there. I hope I explained that okay. So here it is, your walk cycle, and it's very easy to do once you understand how to move the master bone actually. And if you have any questions, if your rig doesn't work, if there's anything that, please let me know in the comments. Please let me know in the comments if this was an easy tutorial to follow. Just because I did try and make it as simple as possible, but I might have overcomplicated at the same time. And I will try and keep up with more tutorials, and next week I'll try and do a running one and maybe animate more of this this walk. Thank you, bye.
Then the babe built it animated. Oh.